So while we're doing this, it's something man should know about. Certain rules you have to live your life by, you know. And anytime you decide to do that, you might live a better life. But that's how it is talks in, it doesn't really end. You know. So if you want some guidelines about living a perfect life, you have a couple rules to follow, you know. You won't get much, but I can give you a couple.
Let me hear you, brother.
The first one of the rules is like when you get up one morning, make sure you thank your maker for having seen another day above ground. That's the biggest rule in life. A lot of people go around without even having to say thanks to the master. They just get up and they go on their way. You know? So you have to have a guideline. That's rule number one. Second one of the rules that I just like to live my life with, don't lie to people. Lie have a way of haunting you when you least expect. Always try your best to tell the people the truth. No matter what it might cost you, you know. That's just two of the rules. In this life, you cannot choose the people you're dealing with, right? This is another rule right there. The top people will come by you and tell you certain things. And you know you go add certain things. When they're left by you, they're going to tell the person they was telling you about is you say that. So try, number three is not to get involved with other people's business.
Leave people business alone.
You understand? Right?
Yeah, you know how much stories I hear, Harry? Are men who get involved in maybe husband and wife business.
Yeah.
And boy, the husband or the wife turn around on them afterwards. And you feel you helping, you know?
You have a lot of people coming and telling you things, and they want you to, they're putting you, and when they leave by you, they go and tell you, you know, it's Harry who say all that, you know. That time you didn't know nothing about that, you know. Them come with their foolishness, you know. Yeah. So you have to know when to stop. As the man say in a old gambler, that's the thing that song, you have to know when to fold. You cannot take things by word and mouth. And as the man say, rule number 4 is like, make sure you love your neighbor as you love yourself. Because if you cannot love yourself first, you will not be able to love your neighbor. So most of all, you have to love yourself. And then you could think about loving your neighbor. That's one of the biggest rules in life, you know. They give you this thing about loving your neighbor and telling you all kind of thing, but they're actually telling you the truth. Because a lot of people, they go say they love their neighbor, yes. But they come in by me and tell me the neighbor says so and so about you, boy, and they say so about you, boy, and when you say so, they don't carry it back. That's why I tell you about the people business alone.
But yeah, it has some neighbors hard to love, you know.
Yeah, but never let nobody make you do what you don't want to do. The master gives you another great rule again, a free will. You have your own choices. You can make your choice. Don't let nobody choose for you. That's rule number 5. Make your own choices. You see, I give you a little explanation and I give you something with it. You know, that's what the life is all about. People funny in this life, you know. These are all the remaining plants that I have. I will give you these 4 or 5 here for you to carry my plant, just as you plant them right now. Right? You can dig a little hole, put them down with a little manure in it, and when you're done plant them, you wet them and you hit them a little bit of salt. I will give you a little bit for you to start.
You think you could hit me 2 bonus guidelines a man should live by?
Yeah. So what I said earlier on is like take the cake.
Take the cake?
Yeah.
Once you abide by them 5?
Yeah. The choices, you make your own choice.
Yeah, and I believe you put the number 1 rule there first, eh?
Yeah.
Thank you, Mika.
Yeah. That is the person that thank. We are here living here by guess. A lot of people think we are out there just by guess, but we are not. We live here being controlled by something more infinite than any of us could fathom. There's no way. We will know for sure because there is always a nobody can say that because they go out there and come back and they can never tell you what heaven and hell is.
Man and woman living together, what is the number 1 guideline
If you're not
for a
married-
good life.
If you're married, it's a better thing. That's the number one thing. Just go pick up a woman just to live. You go have problem because she will go and come when she wants. You have no control over that. I don't mean that you want to control she, you know. Because it's the same thing goes for you. When you want to go somewhere and you are wrong, you could go and lie manage girl, she don't have to know that. But if you have a married person, like a married partner, you don't want no rules for that. Like the sacred thing. Sacred thing. To make a man and woman who married, live a happy life, you have to be, everything has to be shared equally, 50-50, or 100, however you want to put it. Your girl, your wife, your married wife, she's supposed to say, well, boy, my head hurting me this morning, you know, I can't really make that cook today, you know, you got to make that cook. And you have to be willing enough to say, yeah, girl, take a rest today. I say, man, I go see about that today. That is the kind of thing you have to look at for in a relationship. Equalness. If you say so and I say so and you have to do so because I say so. No, that is not a good relationship. We need to exchange the ideas. Hey, Haley and Anna need something, you know, boy. You see that money you was going to spend for we to go and eat Kentucky Fried Chicken this weekend? Now we put that aside to spend it and Anna need some book, Haley need this. And you go, well, yeah, you know, that's a good thing you come up there with. That's what relationship is about. Being able to sit down and discuss it. If you don't do that, you don't have a good relationship. Living with a woman, you wouldn't get that. She want to go down the road, she want to do she here, she want to do she here. She go and meet three friends by the corner while you home grinding. You know what I mean? You don't want that type of thing. Let me just walk right. You need to discuss things with your partner. That's the only way we can have a beautiful relationship. If you don't discuss things, we will have a problem. So if you want to go by the beach and you want to go by the river, and only talk about it, both are only getting ready to go in the morning. When it's happening, just, hey, river, we're trying to go. But you didn't tell me that, boy. It has something they call greed, envy, and jealousy. If you want to live in that manner, you will never have nothing because you cannot envy a person for having something. You don't know how they do or what they did because this life out here, it has people that get things easy and it has people that work hard to get what they want. So don't envy a man. Never jealous him. You know? Don't go and talk about him, about other people because you find, oh, well, this man have a new van. And I doing so much of hard work and how come he have a van? What that man must be selling drugs, he keeping somebody thing. You know what I mean? All these things. So my advice to people, don't envy nobody, don't jealous nobody. Live natural with everybody. That's the golden rule. You know? Envy and jealousy and greed. You see greed? Greed is unsatisfiable. You don't have enough room for the amount of hate that have in it. None at all. So you do what you have to do. When you're ready, I got to do what I have to do. You know what I mean? You have to live by certain rules. The rules on them is not to be, you know, try to avoid people and what they're saying about you and saying about others. Don't get into that. You will live a better life. You know, we deal with lines here. You're looking at the quality. 100 and 100 here. Get the extra in the bucket this time because I had in my jersey. Let me go and get a few right here.